at 2.0, and and today we're pretty much gonna be reviewing chapter 7 of Star Dash Trinity. I do got Ben the Old Man here, so Ben the Old Man, say something.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Me, Ben the Old Man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm man, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the old school. Y'all know how I do, but let's just go ahead and get into it, but
Alright, and before we start this video, and Chris, I know you watching this video because I'm probably gonna tell you, hey, look, go and watch the video to know like what's what and junk like that. You know what I'm saying? Like all the errors and stuff that need to be corrected in here. Cause I might talk about like some errors in here and junk like that. You know, like I always do. But before we get into this, bro, why the world would you drop chapter 8, bro? Remember when me and you had the conversation? I had told you, bro, hey, bro, look, wait until after I drop my chapter 7 review. Then you can go ahead and drop chapter 8. You gonna drop chapter 8 anyway before I even drop my chapter 7 review. So now I got a whole nother chapter to worry about, and I'm behind because you wanted to drop like chapter 8 before I can even get my chapter 7 review out. So now I'm not even caught up. I'm behind now. I ain't even caught up. I was trying to get caught up, but then here it is, you drop chapter 8 before I can even get my chapter 7 out. So now I'm stuck on chapter 7. So I'm not caught up. Chapter 8 is the newest chapter now. Remember when me and you talked? Back when me and you talked, it was on the 7 chapters and like a prologue. Remember? So, yeah, man. So, like, bruh, wait till, like, bruh, don't do nothing, bruh. Please don't do nothing. Wait till, like, I get done, because there's 8 chapters now. You drop chapter 8, even though I told you to wait until, like, until, like, I drop my chapter 7 first, and then you drop chapter 8. Wait till I get done. If you don't see on my video where it says, on my channel where it says chapter 8 review, please don't drop chapter 9 until I get my chapter 8 review out. Please, bro. Please, I'm begging you. Cause I told you about this before, and it's like I don't know if you forgot or what, but bro, I told you, me and you had this conversation, and I told you, hey, bro, look, wait till after I drop my chapter 7 review. Then after that, that's when you could drop chapter 8. Now I got a whole nother chapter to worry about, since you done dropped chapter 8 now. Remember when me and you talked, it was just on the 7 chapters and like a prologue. I just looked on there today. Now it's 8 chapters and a prologue. I remember when me and you talked, and I had said, hey, bro, look, wait till like after I do my chapter 7 review. Once I get done with my chapter 7 review and it premieres, then that's when you release chapter 8. Now I got a whole nother chapter to worry about. So I'm begging you, at the time of you watching this video, please do not drop chapter 9. Wait till after I drop my chapter 8 review, and then that's when you could drop chapter 9. Please, bro, because I'm trying to be caught up on it so I can be on board. Now I'm behind because you didn't want to wait until like after I ain't gonna say you didn't want to wait, but I don't know if you forgot what me and you talked about or what, but bro, like now I got a whole nother chapter to worry about, and I ain't wanted it to be like that. I wanted it to be where here it is. I'm caught all the way up. I got chapter 7 out, and then that's when you drop chapter 8. Now I got a whole nother chapter to worry about. So yeah, so I'm begging you, at the time of me, if you watching this video, which you most likely are, please do not drop chapter 9 until after I drop the chapter 8 review, because I'm looking right now, it's 8 chapters on there. When me and you was talking before about the jump, it was not no 8 chapters. It was just 7 chapters in the prologue. So yeah, This and this ain't to y'all viewers. This is to Chris. So yeah, he the creator like the other series. He the creator of Stardance Trinity. So bro, I'm begging you, bro. Please do not drop chapter 9 until after I drop my chapter 8 review. So yeah, man. But yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say on that. But so pretty much so let's just go ahead and that's pretty much all I got to say on that situation. But yeah, let's just go ahead and go back on the recap. So yeah. Alright, so as y'all know, the last time when we did like a chapter review, it was pretty much chapter 6. Pretty much in that chapter, right, which was called Final Clash, you know what I'm saying, that pretty much yeah, pretty much it was like some errors in here, but it had which pretty much Chris already fixed the errors in chapter 6. So yeah, Chris, you don't have to worry about that because you already fixed the chapters in chapter. You already fixed the errors in chapter 6 because remember I told you about the jump. But yeah. So yeah, so about chapter 6, yeah, at the beginning, it had what Sonic was in his hyper form, and Shadow was in his hyper form, and Silver was in his hyper form, and pretty much Sky was in like her super 2 form, and Celine was in her supreme form, and then Iris was in her super form and jump, and it was pretty much like attacking Neo Metalix, while he's in his hyper form. Then and pretty much yeah, and pretty much they pretty much was combining their powers and junk, pretty much like was like pretty much whooping them, right? Was pretty much whooping Hyper Neo Metalix, and yeah, that's when Sky had pretty much did like a little side loop, y'all know that little side loop that Sonic be doing in Sonic Frontiers. She did that to Neo Metalix, and yeah, the Hyper Neo Metalix, and yeah, and pretty much Celine, she flew in the sky, with like her doom wings and junk, and she started unleashing like a barrage of super doom spears that that was pretty much flying in the air like missiles and junk, and it was pretty much like hitting Neo Metalix, Keep in mind, this is all while like they was in their forums and junk, and yeah, pretty much it got down to the point of yeah, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm looking, bruh. You still didn't correct the errors, bro. I'm looking at this junk. You still did not correct that error, Chris, on chapter 6, where it's talking about like some full power hypersonic and full power hyper shadow. I don't know why the word that junk is still there. Me and you talked about this. I don't know if like you cause there's no like full power hyper like if your jump takes place right after Frontiers, which this jump do, so that means it takes place after all like the canon Sonic games all the way up until like Sonic Frontiers. That means that it shouldn't be no full power hypersonic and no full power shadow hyper shadow. If you gonna add that in there, you gotta show them achieving a new form of hyper. Like this right here, that's an area that you gonna have to fix, bro. So yeah. And this is all in chapter 6 that I'm reviewing, because I always review a chapter, before I get to like the newest chapter that we gonna review today. But yeah, you still haven't if you go back and like my chapter 6 review, it tells you all you need to like correct. I even told you to like go back and check. I don't know if you checked it or not. Hold on. Alright, so I'm pretty much back, but yeah. I don't know if like you, cause remember I told you to like you need to go back and like go to like my chapter 6 review video, and I tell you that like all the errors that you need to like correct. You gotta watch it like from the start to the end. You can't skip nowhere in the video. Like you gotta watch the whole thing from the beginning to the end. So to understand like what's going on. You can't be like skimming through the video and jump, bro. So yeah, I basically tell you all you need to be corrected. I don't know why the world like the part where it says full power hypersonic and shadow. I don't know why the world that junk is not still removed. You probably forgot. But yeah, man, like that was one of the errors. But like I said before, just go back. Don't correct nothing, and just go back and watch like my chapter 6 review, and you will see what I'm talking about. Yeah, but if you already done corrected, because at the time of me recording this video, you have not corrected it. It's still like an error that full power hypersonic. I don't know why the world that's still on there. Cause if you look at like if all this is continuing after every single canon Sonic game all the way up to Frontiers, you will know that there's like no full power hypersonic. There's just only a regular version of hypersonic or hypersonic, the hyper form. There's no full power hyper form. So yeah. Like there's no second stage to the junk. It's only like a first stage to the junk. So yeah. That's in that non-canon stuff right there. But if your junkers take place in after the canon, like you gotta kind of do it right, man. So yeah, but like I said before, yeah, you gonna have to go back to like my chapter 6 review, and you'll see all the errors that need to be changed. Cause I think that was one of the errors that was one of the things that needed to be changed. But yeah, and they pretty much did like a chaos wind, you know what I'm saying, golden, blue vortex and all that. They pretty much did all that, and yeah, and that's when Iris pretty much did her psychokinesis and junk like that, and then Celine tried to do something, but then next thing you know, I think, yeah, they got weak at the end after fighting Hyper Neo Metalics and junk like that, cause Hyper Neo Metalics had left after they all tried to jump him and junk. And yeah, and that's when Sonic had said, hey, look, get them to like to the Knuckles at the Master Emerald, at the Master Emerald Shrine, you know what I'm saying, like over there where like Angel Island at, you know what I'm saying, like, and yeah, that's pretty much where Iris pretty much taking them and junk like that. But like I said before, Chris, you gonna have to go back to like chapter 6, my chapter 6 review of the joint. You gonna have to watch the video from the beginning to end. It is like some because I did mess up in the video with certain things, because by the end of the video I did change certain things of what I thought. If you watch like the end of like the chapter 6 review. But you just gotta watch the whole chapter 6 review from beginning to end, and then you will know everything that you need to correct. Cause when you first hear the corrections, just know I think it is some things that I do change around that I say in the video later on in that video. But my final result in that video is what you need to go out for as like a checklist of like what you need to check and like actually fix. So yeah, I don't know how you gonna like link all that together. Like I said before, I don't know how you gonna link all that together with the correction of like the full power hyper jump. That mean you gonna have to make a way they just do like a combined move instead of like going like full power hyper. Cause I don't know why the world like it was a full power hyper jump when this is supposed to be take place at the Frontiers. So yeah, I even said that in like my previous Stardust Trinity review, which was chapter 6. So yeah, you gonna have to go back and like change that, man. Like I said before, you gonna have to go back and watch my chapter 6 review so you can know everything so you can understand like what my final conclusion was at the end of that video as to like what you need to correct. You gonna have to do a lot of rearranging, man, in this chapter, bro. Like you probably gonna have to rearrange that whole thing where Shadow and Sonic turn to like a full power hyper form. Cause like I said before, if this is going off of canon, like everything that's from the first Sonic game all the way up, the first Sonic game that took place in 1999, every Sonic game that takes place after that, all the way up until like the Venture era, everything, boom bam, you know what's canon. And all the way up to Frontiers, you never see a full power hyper form. All you just see is just a regular hyper form, which is the junk that you showed at the beginning of the series, at the beginning of chapter 6, which it was the right form at one point, but then at some point in time in this chapter, you just made it where they powered up to a whole different form. No explanation whatsoever. Like, I feel like if you gonna leave it like this, like it needs to be, it needs to be like an explanation as to like what they did to get like a full power hyper form. But in my opinion, I feel like you should just take the whole full hyper form out, so you won't have to be going through all that and make it where later on they get a full hyper form. That's the way I feel like you should do. But yeah, that's just me. Like that's just what I'm saying. So like, you be wanting my feedback on things, I'm telling you the feedback, bro. So yeah, man. And like I said before, you gonna have to go back, go to my chapter 6 review, watch that jump from beginning, middle to end. I know you be wanting to skip through stuff, but bro, you gonna have to watch that jump through the whole jump, man. Cause that's what I make these videos for you to watch the jump from the beginning to middle to the end. And I know my videos be long, but bro, you gonna have to like kind of push through it, man. That's the way my videos is, bro. You know how my stuff is, bro. So yeah, I don't really have to tell you that, but you know how my stuff is, bro. I like my videos to like be a good length, so like niggas can know like my full conclusion and how I broke down everything. I don't like all that editing stuff. That editing stuff, like, it just, I don't know, man. Then plus I don't got the utensils to even be doing that. All I just do is just do this, tap pause, then tap pause like that, you know, to resume. You know, that's what I do. Have you just seen the edit, like, do the jump? But yeah, I just got a little button right there that just says pause, then, you know, come back whenever, and then boom, hit resume. That's what I do. That's what I've always been doing. When it comes down to this laptop. Now when my PlayStation, you know, I was editing the mess out of my videos on PlayStation. But a lot of them was raw. Pause. A lot of them was raw though. But yeah, but the more the story is, you know, at the end, you know, they pretty much whoop Neo Hyper Neo Metalix, and he pretty much just teleported up out of there. You know what I'm saying? He teleported up out of there and pretty much left. So that's pretty much what happened. So Pretty much the moral of the story is after the whole situation, Iris pretty much flew Celine and Sky to Iris pretty much flew Celine and Sky to Angel Island and Junk, and that's where it's gonna resume, man. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. So Ben the old man, is you ready, bro? Like, is you ready?
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. You already know I'm ready, bro. Like for sure. Like,
Alright, y'all. So Ben the old man said he ready. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Alright, chapter 7. A new phase begins. The gentle home of the Master Emerald filled the shrine with radiant green light as Knuckles stood watch, his arms crossed, eyes closed in deep concentration. Nearby, two figures lay resting on the stone floor, bathed in the Emerald's energy. Sky and Celine, still recovering from the intense backlash of their overcharged super transformations, slowly began to stir. The pain that had once racked their bodies was easing, their internal chaos flow stabilizing. The shrine's ancient energy had done its job. "You're lucky," Knuckles muttered, his voice calm but firm. "Chaos energy is powerful, but if you push your bodies too far before they're ready, it'll break you." Sky sat up, slowly blinking. "We didn't really have a choice." "I know," Knuckles replied, his gaze softening. "But next time, you need to be ready." Celine exhaled as she stood stretching her arms. "Guess it's time we do get ready then." Hold up, y'all, real quick. Hold on. Alright. So yeah, let me just go ahead and close these blinds real quick. Cause I know that it's kinda blinding y'all. So I'm about to go ahead and read this real quick. Alright, so it says right here. Celine exhaled as she stood stretching her arms. "Guess it's time we do get ready then." Just as they turned to thank him, a streak of blue wind rushed into the clearing, followed by flashes of red and silver. Sonic, Shadow, and Silver landed nearby, their expressions serious but proud. "You girls did good," Sonic said with a grin. "Real good. You saved the world." "But," Shadow added bluntly, "you weren't in control of that power. It controlled you." Sky and Celine exchanged a look, then nodded. They knew he was right. "That's why we came to a decision," Silver continued. "You're ready for the next phase." Behind them, Tails stepped forward, holding a sleek case with glowing blue lines etched across the surface. "I designed these for you," he said, opening the case to reveal 3 compact wrist devices, each tailored with a unique color scheme matching the girls. "These are chaos stabilizers. They'll regulate your chaos flow so your bodies can handle your super forms for longer periods. They won't make it easy, but they'll make it possible." Sky reached out and took the white and blue one. "Whoa." Celine held her arms, which shimmered black and red. "Look serious." Iris stepped forward, gently taking her cyan I don't know what that is. It's CYAN. Like, I'm guessing it says cyan. I don't know. But look. Correct me in the comments. Like, let me know, Chris, if I'm saying it right, where it says cyan, where it says CYAN. Let me know in the comment section. As I'm saying that right, or is it cayenne or yan or something? Like, is the C silent, or like does it have this cyan? Does it got that? But yeah. But anyway, Iris stepped forward, gently taking her cyan and gold version, smiling. It feels right. The three girls turned to their mentors. Sonic smirked. Now that you've got those, we can train you. Oh yeah, we can train you how to control your super forms. Not just awaken them in a fight, but master them, refine them. Shadow nodded. Super form mastery isn't about raw power. It's about harmony between mind, body, and chaos. Silver added, it'll be intense. You'll face your limits. Maybe even break a few. But if you're serious, we're ready to teach you. The girls looked at one another, then stepped forward in unison. We're ready, Sky said firmly. Celine cracked her knuckles. Bring it on. Iris adjusted her stabilizer. We've come this far. We're not turning back now. As the wind blew across the shrine, the sun setting behind Angel Island's cliffs, the mentors and their students stood united, ready for the journey ahead. Their next battle wouldn't be against a villain, it would be against themselves. Alright, so that's pretty much it for like chapter 7. So my thoughts on this jump. Alright, so my thoughts on the jump. This jump right here was fire. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they about to pretty much properly teach the girls like how to use like their super forms and jump. I felt like that's fire. The fact that Sonic Shadow and Silver gonna pretty much teach them properly now. And that is a good thing too, like the fact that like Tails gave them like a device that they could put on their arms and whatnot. I'm guessing that it goes on their arms. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it goes on their arms or something like that, or on them, to on them some type of way to where like they're able to like stay in their super forms for a long period of time while using that junk. Cause you know, by them being humans, cause some of y'all probably thinking, hold on, like is Sky and Celine and Iris, is they like hedgehogs just like Sonic and them? Nah, they humans. So it's like they can't stay in like the super form long. It's like how Sonic and them can. Which this right here, I'm glad you wrote that like that, Chris, because it actually makes sense. It shows you that they have limits, right? It shows you that they have limits, which that's how it is in the Sonic universe. Is that the humans in the Sonic universe have limits. They don't have like all this. I mean, they could train, but like they ain't all up to party. They ain't on the level of Sonic and them. So the fact that like you showcasing that, hey, look, they do need they're human at the end of the day. Even though they got these powers, they still human at the end of the day, right? So it's like, yeah, man, like, yeah, it still shows that, you know what I'm saying? It still shows that, which is crazy, but I mean, you know, that's what it is. What it is. So, yeah, it still shows that. Yeah. But But yeah, so yeah, so yeah, it shows that they have lemons and junk, which is fine, which is good writing, which that's something that like whenever we do cartoon battles though, Chris, like cause whenever I do a cartoon battle with Sky, any one of them, whenever I get the cartoon battle series back up, whenever I get my PlayStation, my PS5, that's when like I'll be able to be like, hey, look, you could get them a quick rundown of this character and this is that. That'd be a limit. You know what I'm saying? That'd be one of their limits is the fact that like they can't stay in like they forms that long without a device. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. But yeah, without that thing that Tails pretty much gave him, that jump. That stabilizer jump. So yeah. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, it kinda reminds me of like what they did with Deku. Well, like they gave him like them junks. I'm guessing like them junks on his feet and whatnot. I think they gave him that in what was it? I think it was like season 4 or season 3. It was one of them junks where like they gave him like the junk that's on the arm, to where every time he could punch at his full power without breaking his arm. Which you know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at that as the same way as like this. Like that's a prime example of like how this works. Is that Tails gave them a jump where like it actually makes it where they could use this stuff at their full power without having them. Which it ain't gonna be easy, but like they just gotta get used to it. When they get used to it, they'll be able to like do that junk off the bat with ease. But yeah. But continuing as I was saying though, right? Is that yeah, man, like that jump right there, man, like I like this chapter though, man. I like this chapter. And yeah, and I was not expecting Tails to pull up for real. I was really expecting Knuckles to like pretty much talk to them more about like whatever that he was talking to them about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like where he had said that like, hey, look, I know y'all didn't have no choice, but like, hey, look, I'm telling you this right now. Y'all can't use that at like y'all full potential because what's going on in junk. Like with y'all body and junk. Like basically let them know that like they can't use that junk on the same level as Sonic and them. They gotta like they gotta like learn this stuff. So yeah. Since they humans, you know what I'm saying? Since they like me and you, they can't. But yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say on that. Now what do I give this chapter? Right? What do I get this chapter? If I were to not like worry about, cause you know what, I'm not even gonna worry about that word that SY, not that SY, but that CYAN word. I'm not even gonna worry about that because that's not even really like an error. That's just a word that like that I need to learn how to pronounce. Like I said before, Chris, you need to let me know in the comment section down below. Like what does that like what is that? What is that? Like what's the cyan is? Like what is that? What's that CYAN? What is that? Like what is that supposed to like? Is that her color or something? Like the color, like whatever it was that she got from the jump, like what was it? But yeah. So you gotta let me know, man. But yeah, and I think you had that word in one of the previous chapters. Yeah. You had that. I think you had that word in one of them previous chapters, and I think you told me when we talked about it, but I didn't really know like what it was. But I think you told me what it was, but I done forgot. But yeah, I could be wrong though. But yeah, but yeah, this jump right here was fire. I had to give this junk a 10 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with this chapter. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this chapter. Chapter 7 is fire. you did your thing on this one. And I think when me and you last talked about this joint, not yesterday, but like whenever like we talked about it like a couple of weeks back, you had told me that you went in and corrected the jump before, like, you know, and this was before I even did like my review to chapter 7. You had said that like this was like when I had got done with chapter 6. You had said like, hey bro, look, you know, I done already created the chapter 7. So hey, look, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, the basically like just in case if like, you know, but I still, like, you know, I always tell you if an error is like, if I see something, even though you correct something, bruh, before I review it, I'm still, if I see something that's like wrong, I'm gonna tell you that there's something wrong. If I see something wrong with it, but there's nothing wrong with this chapter though, bruh. Like you did good on this chapter, and AI, if you went in and checked in and it was never nothing wrong in the first place, before you even checked in with chapter 7, because like I said before, I remember you telling me that you checked to make sure if it was no errors and stuff like that. I think back when we talked about it after like I dropped chapter 6, the chapter 6 review, like I think you had told me that like you had already like went in there and checked for errors and stuff. But if it turns out that whatever day it was when you checked that errors and stuff and it was never nothing wrong with it and you went in there and it was a clean slate, you didn't have to change nothing, that means that AI did its thing. Now most likely I think you went in there and corrected some stuff, which is still a good thing. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, man, you killed it though, man. This right here is like a 10 out of 10. Chapter 7 is a 10 out of 10, man. So, yeah, so Ben, old man, share your thoughts, man. Share your thoughts, bro.
Alright, so my thoughts, right? My thoughts. I gotta agree with Bro Man 2.0 on this one, man. I really gotta agree with Bro Man 2.0 on this one. This job right here, 5. Yeah, you should have listened to Bro Man 2.0. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you here it is going on ahead and dropping chapter 8, you should have waited till like after, you know what I'm saying, like Bro Man 2.0 dropped his chapter 7 review, but you didn't even want to wait on that. You just went on ahead and dropped chapter 8. But you probably wasn't thinking. But man, it is what it is though. But I mean, yeah, man, but I gotta agree with Bro Man 2.0 on this one. It's really nothing for me to say, really. Like is that this chapter right here 5, it ain't no errors in it. You know, Bro Man 2.0 pretty much asks you, you know what, like that CYAN word is and junk like that. So yeah, man, you gonna have to explain that to him. You know, on that, but yeah, man. So yeah. But yeah, man, so that's pretty much all I gotta say on that, man. And yeah, man, see y'all. So yes, I'm pretty much gonna go ahead and do my live outro. Yeah, see y'all, peace in the ear. But no, man, no. But yo.
Alright, y'all, so that's pretty Ben the old man pretty much shared his thoughts. So now I'm about to go ahead and end this video. So yeah, if y'all new to this channel, like, comment, subscribe. Hit the little notification bell when y'all hit all on it, so y'all don't get extra notification on when I upload. Also, if y'all want to check this book out for y'allself, it will be in the link in the description down below. It's gonna say the book, and it's gonna have like a link beside it. Once y'all click that link, it's gonna take y'all straight to Wattpad to where y'all can read it for y'allself. If y'all not already signed in to Wattpad, because if y'all ain't signed in to Wattpad, it's gonna tell y'all to sign in. Depending on if y'all going through like the laptop with it or whatever, y'all sign in, boom, come back to this video, then go to that link, and then it'll take you straight to it. If y'all want to go ahead and subscribe to Chris, which he goes by CT Termination. Still to this day, Chris, you could have kept your same name, bro. You didn't have to change that down to CT Termination. I know we already talked about it, but I still feel like you should have kept your name Christopher Taylor, bro. Like, I mean, it's not like it's you know like it's so many Christopher Taylors in the world, they would have never knew who you was. So like they would have never known you in real life or something like that. So you could have still kept your junk as Christopher Taylor, man. But I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, yeah, if you want to go in the comment section, not in the comment section, but if y'all want to like subscribe to Chris, he's the writer of this book. You know, by the way, he's the writer of this book. So yeah. He's the writer of this book. So when y'all go in the link in the description down below, like I said before, if y'all already signed in, go in the link in the description down below. It's gonna say the book. It's gonna have a link beside it. It's gonna take y'all straight to the junk. If y'all want to read the book for yourself, and then also if y'all want to like subscribe to him, it's gonna say the writer of this book, and then it's gonna have like the little email signs gonna say you know, to like his channel basically. And then once y'all click that, it's gonna take y'all straight to his channel. Y'all can go subscribe to him now. Y'all need to subscribe to Christo for real, cause I'm trying to get him to like 50 subscribers, so we could do like a podcast episode together, to where we don't have to be like, here it is, I'm calling him through Discord. Y'all remember like how I did them podcasts before on my podcast episodes, where I had to like literally call somebody on Discord, turn it all the way up, have my phone on the side of my junk while somebody looking like, nah, I don't want to do that. So yeah, get this nigga up to like 50 subscribers, y'all. I'm telling y'all, get Christopher Taylor up to 50 subscribers. His channel is in the link in the description down below. And also, and I know I keep saying this before, but I know I keep saying this over and over and over again, but if y'all want to join my Discord, I repeat, and I keep repeating this, you have to be 20, 21 or older in order to join my Discord. If I find out that you're younger than that, you're getting kicked out of the Discord, bro. My Discord is for adults only. No teenagers, nothing. Anything that's below an actual adult, and I don't count 18 as an adult, because some of y'all gonna be like, oh, well, 18 is an adult in society eyes. I don't care about what society say. If you're not 20, 21 or older, you're not joining the Discord, bro. You can't join the Discord if you're not 20, 21 or older. You have to be 20, 21 or older in order to join my Discord, bro. I want nothing but I want adults in my Discord. I don't want no teenagers, no nothing. Anything that teenagers, kids, none of them should be in my Discord. So if I find out that y'all that age, y'all getting kicked out of the Discord. I'm letting y'all know that right now. So yeah, I just want nothing but like adults, because that's how a lot of YouTube creators get messed up. They let anybody any age join their Discord, and here it is. You got some controversy, somebody being weird in the chat that's not the creator, but somebody else that's an adult acting weird in the chat, being on some sus junk. So I don't got time for that, man. So yeah, man. So yeah. So yeah, so that's pretty much all I got to say on that. So for those who are 20, 21 and older, if you want to join my Discord, it'll be in the link in the description down below. It's going to say my Discord. It's going to have a link beside it. Once y'all click that link, it's going to take y'all straight to my Discord. Also, if y'all want to follow me on TikTok, it's going to be in the link in the description down below. It's going to say my TikTok. It's going to have a link beside that. Once y'all click that link, it's going to take y'all straight to my TikTok, where you can follow me. On Discord, anybody can follow me, period. It don't matter who you is. But when it comes down to my Discord, because I barely be on TikTok, but when it comes down to Discord, bro, nah, it needs to be nothing but adults. That's the way I got it set up. So, yeah, man. But, yeah. But, yeah, man. So, yeah. But, yeah, so that's pretty much all I got to say on that. Yeah, so, I'm trying to figure out what I need to tell y'all. Oh yeah, yeah. But like I said though, if y'all new to this channel, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. When y'all hit all on this, y'all get instant notification on when I upload. And and before like I end this video right now, I'm trying to think, like, should I tell y'all something? Like, should I, like, what I need to tell y'all? Oh yeah, Friday, right? Cause I've promised this last Friday that I was gonna do this that I'm dropping today, which is like the review. Cause I gotta switch from review to reaction, review to reaction. What I'm gonna do from now on, y'all, is probably every Saturday. I'm gonna have to remember every Saturday. I'm gonna have to give y'all like some news on like that it could be either Friday or Saturday. It'll be either one of the two. I'm probably just gonna do it on the Friday because I feel like if I'm doing like a reaction, then I might as well do this too on top of that. I might do this first and then do the reaction the same day. But I might switch it up and just only do it on Saturdays. But on Saturdays, Saturday or Friday, it's gonna be one of the two. Which I'm still gonna be doing reaction videos as to Sonic Plus show. But to let y'all know, I'm gonna start doing like some news stuff when it comes down to what the team is doing at that y'all remember that series I told y'all that they trying to do like a sequel to the 2003 Spider-Man show? I'm gonna give y'all news probably every Friday or something like that, or every Saturday. It's gonna be either one of the two as to like what's going on with that jump. Like that's what I'm gonna have to do. So yes, I'm gonna have to pretty much give y'all like news from now on, read community posts, show y'all videos and stuff like that as to like what's going on with the jump. That's gonna be like a new series that's gonna be on my channel that I just thought of just now. Where I'm gonna it's just gonna be Spider-Man to Nas news, basically. Spider-Man to Nas news, basically. So yeah, that's pretty much what it's gonna be. And I'm probably gonna have to tag in shout outs to Valio though, the dude who's behind the crew at Tanaz that's working on like that sequel to the 2003 Spider-Man show. I'm gonna start doing like a series on my channel where it's gonna be Spider-Man to Nas news. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing from now on. It's either gonna be on a Friday or a Saturday. It's gonna be on either one of the two. Either way y'all gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell y'all if it's gonna be Saturday or if it's gonna be Friday. I'm just letting y'all know that it's gonna be on either one of those 2 days. So yeah, cause I started looking at like how Double Dragon 912 do his like video game news. So I said to myself, you know what? I might as well give y'all like some Spider-Man to Nas news. You see what I'm saying? Like some Spider-Man to Nas news, because that's a series that I'm really looking forward to. So I might as well give y'all news on that. You know what I'm saying? Like read any community posts that they got going on at that week. Which I'm gonna start doing now. I'm gonna start paying attention to their channel. They got something new. Boom, now I'll be on like the video game news, right? They'll be on the video game news. Not the video game news, but the Spider-Man to Nas news. I don't know why I said video game news, but I meant to say Spider-Man to Nas news. And yeah, man. That's pretty much it. So yeah, y'all, so that's pretty much all I gotta say. And see y'all. Peace in the Broman 2.0 out. And Friday, I'm gonna do a reaction video to the Sonic Plus show. So yeah, I'm gonna do a reaction video to the Sonic Plus show. So yeah, so see y'all. Peace in the Broman 2.0 out.